December 1944. A crew of 9 American men aboard the B-17 Flying Fortress 812 just completed a mission during the Battle of the Bulge. Sergeant Clifford Heinrich was the tail gunner.
At that age, I was anxious to get into the war.
You wanted to be there?
Yeah.
At age 17, Heinrich enlisted in the United States Air Force.
I felt it was my duty to be there.
2 days before Christmas, on a foggy evening, Heinrich and his crew were flying over a small town in England.
Tail was hitting branches from the trees, so I got out of the tail and went over to the radio room, which is in the center of the plane. That's when it happened.
The plane mysteriously went down. Heinrich has no memory of the crash.
I woke up the next day in the hospital.
Clifford Heinrich is the only one who survived that crash. He spent 14 months in 4 different hospitals before heading home to Chicago, never to forget what he went through and the friends he lost. Heinrich never received his 5 medals from World War II, including a Purple Heart.
Welcome to everyone.
At first, he humbly refused, but agreed to accept them on behalf of his fallen crew. Heinrich was honored in front of a gymnasium filled with children at Alma-Schroeder Elementary. Children just starting to learn about our country's war history and the cost of freedom.
We have a country that we are and should be proud of, and I hope our community takes away that our students have learned that lesson and will continue to learn that lesson.
No one knows why that plane went down on that cold day in 1944, and to this day, Heinrich doesn't understand why he is the sole survivor.
I like to think maybe God was in my side.
And the quick action of a young nurse named Megan Lewis, credited with saving Heinrich's life.
She was a very brave woman.
Diane Gomersall came all the way from England to meet the man her mother rescued.
The whole experience today, I will never ever forget it. Never forget it. I'm feeling quite tearful now just talking about it.
George Bauer, he was flight engineer.
71 years later, at the age of 90, Clifford Heinrich still vividly remembers every crew member. He thinks of them and their families often. As if this day couldn't be more emotional, several family members of the fallen crew also made the trip from around the country to meet and honor Heinrich.
That is probably one of the highlights of my life, is getting to say thank you for someone who was with my family member during his last days.
It's family, and it's patriotic.
Clifford Heinrich lived most of his life in Chicago, moving to Cape Girardeau just 10 years ago. This is his home now, the community embracing him as one of its own.
How special is it to know that this is a community that really cares about our veterans?
I'm amazed at how many people are involved in what happened a long time ago.
We can never thank you enough for your sacrifice.
Did those medals even mean anything then?
Not really.
But what about now? What do they mean to you today?
I'm proud to have gotten them.
This given to you on behalf of a grateful nation. Thank you.
In Cape Girardeau, Crystal Britt, Heartland News.